calls into question na talaga yung pagkatao nitong Chinese national na to. Now, again, for me, nagtataka lang talaga ako sa ating mga good senators on why they all approve this almost unanimously. Okay? Now, I'm not going to allege anything, but I mean, why else would they do that and defend such a person and waste the people's time, the Senate's time to give a citizenship to somebody that questionable? Maraming mas deserving maging Filipino citizen kumpara sa taong to. Okay, should I say it? Na I think, posible ba na binayaran
Ano,
sila?
deserving siya kasi ano,
Di ba?
baka alam na ni ano, talangin natin si Harry Roque. He knows about who are the deserving people.
Ay, nako.
Supra citizen ito, supra citizen. No, you know what, brother? Thank you so much for laying out. Actually, again, sabi ko nga, you really, sana magka-production team ka. Kasi ano yun eh, may chart tapat yan eh. Parang yung mga narcos and all. Galing nung pag-layout mo, pare. People have to see this chart. Um, Actually, minsan inisip ko, ang hirap maging kung ikaw BBM. Wala akong sinasabi wala akong sinasabi. Pero kung ganyan ang mga legislators mo, right? Who are more than willing to lawyer for. And by the way, Tolentino was the political affairs secretary, essentially Ronald Llamas of Digong. Just to remind people, before he became this West Philippine Sea warrior all of a sudden. But anyway, going back to this, actually, parang kung isip, kung ikaw si BBM, tapos ganyan ang Senado, ganyan ang Kongreso, tapos, ewan ko bro, baka tama talaga si Digong, mag-revgov na tayo kasi minsan parang nakawala na ako ng pag-asa na rin eh. Like, it's so depressing. Like, Risa is really a lone warrior. Naawa talaga ako sa kanya. Like, ang hirap pares. Parang it's so easy to co-opt our system. Wala akong sinasabi but I'm just saying, it looks to me, it's so easy to co-opt the system in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, of course, we don't know what really happened behind the scenes, right? Pero the fact na pinadaan lang nila to without even much of a fight to be able to give this guy citizenship is very questionable. Kaya nga, it begs the question eh, meron ba nakuha itong mga senador na to? At kung meron, magkano? Mukhang malaki-laki yung mga nakuha nila. Kung meron, I'm not saying
Wala tayong
meron. I'm
sinasabi.
just
Exactly.
saying,
Wala tayong sinasabi. I'm
yeah,
sure
it's
it's just
just
goodness of heart. Baka Chinese New Year, gusto nila good vibes. Maghanap tayo ng Chinese na bigyan natin ng citizen.
oh, 'di ba? Baka yun nga yun. Maraming mas deserving kung yun lang yun. Oh, 'di ba? Kaya nga eh. So for me at the end of the day, sana lang talaga our senators come clean. It's really frustrating na nakikita to na they prioritize a Chinese national over the Philippines. Again, sabihin na nga natin walang ginagawang illegal. Kahit na i-base natin doon sa walang ginagawang illegal. Oh, kahit yung pa lang. Pero ang daming questionable information in this person. At nagsinungaling na siya at nag-omit ng information at may fraudulent document. Yung palang disqualified ka na dapat. Kung si Alice Go nga na-disqualified sa mga fraudulent documents, bakit ito hindi? Oh, 'di ba? Yun din yun eh. Now that Risa has this new information, I wonder if she's going to bring it up to Senate and will they revoke the citizenship now with that information? Tingin mo ba that our senators will have the balls to be able to revoke the citizenship they granted with this new information that Risa came out with?
Saan yung comb ko din sa mustache ko? Sabi nga ni Robin Hood Padilla, it's all about loyalty. It's all about loyalty. Nakita mo ba yung video na
Oh,
post ko kanina yung about Kiboloy? Si Kiboloy po ay napaka-loyal. Andun siya. Parang ganun lang yung standards nila. Basta loyal ka sa amin, wala kaming pake kung FBI wanted list ka. Wala kaming pake. Medyo medyo grabe talagang it's that's what I'm saying itong RevGov idea na yan. It sounds like a joke now, but the more people hear about how potentially rotten our system is and how hopeless our case is, and I'm not very optimistic. I hope the best for Mark Gamboa and all, but it looks like the next Senate will be even more interesting, quote unquote. I mean, mawala talaga ng pag-asa ang tao sa sistema natin, and that creates a very dangerous situation just in case. But speaking of dangerous situation, meron din tayong ngayon nahuhuli na mga Chinese citizens na may asawang Pilipino or have been living here
yep.
for some, na talagang caught red-handed na sila, na meron silang mga improvised technologies, taking pictures of critical
Yep.
infrastructure, whether it's in, I don't know, Balabac, whether it's in Manila, etc. So, um, on the record, you have the National Security Council, the NBI, and to a certain degree, even the AFP mentioning this thing. Again, with all due respect to Teresita Ang and some of our good friends in the Chinoy community, I think the best way here is yung mga Chinoy leaders to openly say we're willing to help you if there's some rotten apples here. Because I don't think any one of us, whether the government or the Chinoy community or us, the non-Chinoys, want a situation whereby you're targeting a whole community or anything like that, or feeding into xenophobia and all. But the reality is that the Philippines is at the forefront of a Cold War, and China has every interest to sabotage the Philippines as we get more American weapons in, as we build up
Yep.
our relationship with the US. This is just business as usual for espionage and defense ministry and all. And we had a case of Mr. Zhang last year na umalis na kasi nahuli na talaga siya ng intelligence services na kunyaring journalist, but he was doing intelligence gathering for the Ministry of Security Services. So what Senator Senator Hontiveros was saying, bro, is that hindi lang pogo ang issue dito. It's this very dangerous cocktail of
Yep.
criminality and espionage and national security all feeding off on each other. And then ganyan yung Senado mo kung saan they're not even willing to have a serious cross-examination. I mean, buti pa nga yung Republicans sa US, mas strict pa sila sa
Mm.
mga nominees ni Trump despite the fact that they're all Republicans, kaysa ito mga supposedly independent senators who seem to be, parang, it's like Trump admin, interviewing Trump admin nominees. Parang ganun na nga, nilawyer pa nila eh. I mean, so,
Yep.
this is absolutely, not only disappointing, actually scary siya. That just tells you how vulnerable the Philippines is to infiltration, to cooptation, among other things. Although wala tayong sinasabi, as I said, baka goodwill lang yan, Chinese New Year, they want to be just on the good side. Nag-raffle sila, sinong Chinese channel gusto natin bigyan ng citizen? Oh, we have a winner. So, I don't know, bro. But I want to go back to this. Ikaw, what is your sense on this? What should the Chinoy community do as more and more people of Chinese descent or even people part of the Chinoy community or yung asawa nila Chinoy among others ay nabubuking na talagang red-handed? What do you think should be the proper approach and discourse of the government and us in the civil society and ordinary folks caring about national security?
So, first of all, I mean, I'm trying to understand Teresita Angsi being the parang spokesperson for the Chinoy community, right? Na, but here's my take on this. For me, I think before you defend your tribe or who you feel is a part of your tribe, defend the country first. Country first, then tribe next. Nakakalimutan ng ating mga kababayan to na before you defend kung sinong tribo ka, kung sa Duterte ka o sa kay Marcos ka or pink ka o dilawan ka, unang-una Pilipino tayong lahat. Yun ang if I were to try to give advice to Miss Teresita Angsi, that's the advice I would give. Before you defend this Chinoy, tingnan mo muna kung talaga may ginagawang kalokohan. Kasi, of course, pag humarap yan sa'yo, mabait yan. Siguro kakilala mo yan. And you think, oh, walang ginagawang masama ito mo, mabait na tao to. Alam mo, kahit sinong criminal iharap sa'yo, mabait lahat yan. Hindi ibig sabihin mabuti yung ginagawa nila. Marami tayong kilalang mga corrupt na
Actually, mas
politician na
mabait po yung mga
pangingin eh.
kriminal. Mas mabait sila for the reasons you.
Oo. Absolutely. You know how many times I hear that? I say, si ganun. I know na may isa akong kilala na parang, dubious character, sabi ng kaibigan ko. Nakilala ko siya, mabait naman siya. Hindi naman yun yung punto natin. Lahat mabait. Ano kala mo, mumurahin ka niya dahil hindi naman ganun ng mga tao, di ba?
Ay, bro. Are you worried that this could get out of control as more and more spies, unfortunately, of Chinese descent or even Chinoy connection get caught? That this could spiral into something more troubling and affect the social fabric of our society? Are you worried about that?
Mainland Chinese. Pero I think there are a lot of Shinoys like myself that don't agree with that. As a matter of fact, even in my batch, na maraming mga Chinoys doon, don't agree with what's happening right now, and they don't like it because it gives a bad name to us. 'di ba? And we're very different from mainland Chinese. Very different yung kultura, ibang-iba yung pananaw at ibang-iba talaga. Walang ano, night and day na nga yan in that sense. Eh. Kaya that's why sana talaga maging mas circumspect tayo when we come to defending certain personalities. At itong guy na to na nahuli nila was caught red-handed in the act of actually installing some sort of a surveillance equipment that's a high-tech equipment that you just don't buy in a True Value or a hardware store or in a gadget store, di
Yan
ba?
Temo, hindi yan Temo.
Oo, di
Shopee.
ba? Kaya talagang kaduda-duda yun eh. So for me, tapos sabihin pa ng China na, sabihin pa ng China agad na, let's not make an issue out of this is not a spy, blah, blah. Of course, China is gonna say that's not a spy. What do you think? They're gonna come out and say, oh yeah, that's a spy. Congratulations, guys. Balik na nyo sa amin. Of course, they're not gonna say that, right? What idiotic government would admit that? Pero, yun, I'm curious, Richard, do you think ba that people that support Duterte are supportive of these actions by our government to go after these Chinese spies, or do you think they're mad at the government for doing that? What do you think? Are we divided on this issue, Filipinos, or at least nagkakaisa ba tayo na we all agree na this cannot happen?
Well, actually, a few years ago, I wrote something about 5 types of DDS, right? Like some of them are just technocrats ng kisagay. Some of them are just opportunists. Some of them who had good hopes and good intentions kaya bumoto kay Duterte. Some of them involves the Duterte death squad. And then some of them are from Davao and know them, family and all. So, first of all, hindi monolithic yung Duterte-based. Second, we have an evidence to show, for instance, sa SWS survey a few years ago na ang layo ng views ng mga kapatid natin sa Mindanao on the China issue than the rest of us. I'm sure there are many reasons, including yung history of Mindanao, including, yung US history of military interventions in Mindanao, the wars in Mindanao, and the fact that China really reaches out to local government units. In fact, one of our biggest worry is pag hindi makakapasok ang China at the national level, they go to small towns and LGUs and sister cities.
Mm.
Mambo-jumbo things happen, di ba? Next thing you know, biglang may radar, may surveillance, may ganyan. Minsan malapit pa sa mga military bases. Oh, minsan nasa Davao biglang yung mga. So, I think that's the kind of big picture we have to look at. That first of all, there's a kind of a divide between Mindanao and the rest of the country on the China question and the West Philippines. For instance, there was a question sa SWS in 2022. Sa tingin nyo ba sapat yung ginagawa ng gobyerno pagdating sa pagdepensa ng ating karapatan sa West Philippine Sea? So sobrang critical ang Luzon, Visayas, biglang Mindanao, na walang problema, lahat okay. Sa tingin nyo ba ang anong mga approval rating ng mga bansa, purong negative China, Luzon, biglang sa Mindanao ang taas ng China. So first of all, you have to accept that. But having said that, bro, I think marami sa mga Duterte supporters, including sa mga kapatid natin na nandito sa Manila, people from Vismin background na hindi na nasa Mindanao, nandito na medyo exposed to realities and all. I think there are a lot of them, more than enough of them, who can see the truth. Kaya nga important naman is we distinguish our criticism of Duterte from his supporters, because his supporters are not monolithic. And minsan I directly reach out to some of the Duterte supporters and sabi ko, naintindihan ko na gusto niya si Digong for X, Y, and Z. Pero sana naman, wag na natin depensahan all the way kahit yung mga mali sa pagdating sa West Philippine Sea. So I think that's the best really we can do. If we can get 50% of the DDS base to align more with us on the West Philippine Sea issue, then we're doing fine. And if you look at the surveys, close to 9 out of 10 Filipinos want us to take a tougher stance on West Philippine Sea, and only around 3 to 5% ay full-on pro-China or friendly to China. So actually, as we speak, karamihan ng mga supporters ni Digong ay actually mas malapit sa atin sa pag-intindi ng issue sa West Philippine Sea kaysa kay Digong. But having said that, it's not like the Dutertes will not try to make themselves look like a victim or make China look like a victim. But last na lang to, ang funny lang kasi dito, nakakatawa lang kasi dito is, biglang iba na yung inip ng hangin nung nanalo si Trump. Parang biglang umaasa ang mga DDS na ililigtas ni Trump si Digong because they have a weird narrative about BBM, Biden, woke, and all of
Right.
that. When it's like, hello, like Imelda, like all-time friend of Trump, and like Trump cares about you if you're not in power. Who you, di ba? But ngayon medyo hirap sila kasi yung narrative na guluhan dahil kay Trump. Because Trump is suddenly pro-China or sounds friendly to China or something like that. So good luck na lang sa kanila how to put this together. So I'm not very worried actually. to get vast majority of our kababayan on our side on this issue. I'm more worried about our senators. Are they doing their job? Our
Ah,
congressmen.
right.
So I think it's more like translating that grassroots nationalism, patriotism into policy making maturity and all. Yun pong actually. So actually, I'm very confident about the Filipino people. Mas worry ko yung mga politiko natin.
Ah, okay, yeah. Then there you go. I'm glad to hear that because that was concerning to me kung divided ba ang mga Filipinos when it comes to the issue of the Chinese
Divide is like
invasion.
3% versus 87%. Like if that's divide to you, I don't know what's that.
Ah, okay,
Sobrang
okay,
layo,
okay.
sobrang layo. It's not even close. But we shouldn't be complacent, right? But what we shouldn't complacent. And that's why we're having this fantastic discussion. Brother, thank you so much again for this fantastic conversation. You deliver always as good as I expected, especially dun sa mga methodical breakdown of mga latest mga pogo kingpins, right? You know all of them and you know the names, you have the charts. So please take care of yourself, kayo ni Risa. And maybe you and Risa should have a podcast together. And I was like,
Ah,
oh, talking about yeah, you should do more. You have to reach out more to Risa. I think you will have interesting conversation with her. I think she would appreciate also your interventions as you're doing. So salamat brother for sharing your fantastic views and your time with us.
Great. Thank you so much, Richard. And I always appreciate our conversations. And I hope marami natutunan natin mga viewers sa ating mga usapan ngayong gabi. And let's do this again soon. And there's going to be a lot of topics to talk about
Oh,
where
next
we
week
can
more
improve
elections
our
na.
learnings.
Oo, next week more your campaign, your elections, and let's do in person also. So I'm trying to just do more and more in person. So let's do also something more in person, either studio or maybe maghanap tayong tambayan dyan with Ronald and the rest of the gang. So brother, I'm sure people are more than excited to hear more about you and your own fantastic pre-election campaign kasi hindi pa official, right? And your great plans for the country. Mabuhay ka, isa kang bayani. Mahal na mahal ka namin, brother, and continue to inspire good governance and patriotism among us, the Filipino people. God bless and have a lovely weekend and happy Chinese New Year, brother.
Take care. All right. Sige. Goodbye, everyone.